I've been playing golf for over 30 years and I've always wondered, does wearing a golf hat contribute to hair loss? I mean, if you watch golf on TV, there's quite a few golfers that are bald when they take their hat off, right? Well, the simple answer is not really, but wearing a hat for long periods of time doesn't help with hair growth as it restricts blood flow to the head. Most baldness is hereditary and it's a condition called androgenic alopecia, or more commonly known as male pattern baldness. Most guys just decide to shave their head when they get to a certain level of baldness, and some suit it and some don't. Fearing I'd fall directly in the some don't category, I decided to do something about it. After a lot of research, I decided to do a mad thing and get a hair transplant, and this is my hair transplant journey. Hi, this is Steve from Mad About Golf, and I've just arrived in Istanbul in Turkey. It's about 3:27 on Sunday the 15th of June. I'm here for 5 days. Tomorrow is day one of a 2-day experience that I've decided to do here in Turkey. And yeah, I'll give you an update soon. We're going to be picked up by a driver who works for a company called Blue Magic Group.
What about?
Gate 14, not gate 14, exit 14. Exit door 13. Where's 14? Oh, 14, there we go. Should you want me to tell you who Blue Magic Clinic is?
Yeah.
They're a hair transplant company. Dun, dun, dun. Holy shit. So yeah, we're in Turkey to get a hair transplant. There it is. Q7? Hello.
Tamam, what is your name?
Steve Woods.
Stefan Woods.
Yes.
Stay here, please, driver coming. 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
What are we doing now?
Waiting for the driver now.
Right here?
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes.
Verme.
Can't all be here for hair transplants, surely. So we found our transport okay. We're on the way to the hotel. Pretty fresh van, isn't it?
How are you feeling?
Nervous. Excited, but nervous. Obviously, it's 2 days of surgery, right? 8 hours a day.
And what we've done?
That's not true. I've watched many videos.
Do you think people have a different pain tolerance?
I think anyone getting needles in their head thinks they're gonna feel it, right? Like 20 needles in your head. Apparently it lasts for about 10 minutes. It seems an awful long time to be stabbed with needles, but I guess after the first couple, it may, after the first couple it might start numbing and you won't feel the rest, I don't know. So as we got into the car, the driver handed me this bit of paper and said this is the Wi-Fi network and password to use during the journey. 1 bottle of water for me, and Guinness doesn't get one. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks very much. What you want?
Thank you so much.
Have a good rest.
Thank you. All right. Hello. Okay, this is the room that you get with Blue Magic. We've got a Superior King. What's the view? Not bad. Filming now before we mess it up. And the bathroom. Nice. Look at that.
Oh, we can have a show. Look.
What? A show? Huh? Not much of a show.
Not a show.
Oh.
I didn't get anything.
We don't know what to do.
Is she going to add so much more?
It's 6:53, so 5 to 7 p.m. I haven't showered, tired. We've just drive, well, apparently 15 minutes, but if it's longer than that, I think it's longer because of the traffic, to this amazing restaurant. I think it's amazing. It's kind of like a barbecue, but we don't know how to cook it or anything like that. We don't even know where we're going. So it's quite a surprise.
And we think we've ordered enough food for 6 people, but we're not sure.
I don't know, but it looks yummy, I think, hopefully.
These are our appetizers. Can't remember what we ordered. What did we order?
It's something wrapped in is it grape? I don't know. And that's wrapped in apparently fresh. You pair it with these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's yogurt with something.
Something familiar. What do you think, Taya? Good? Okay, so we just finished dinner in a restaurant called Sazeli. Sazeli.
We just spent $200.
It's $200 New Zealand. Barbecue meat.
I'll tell you what we got. We've got like a 2 kebabs. Oh no, 3 kind of kebabs, 2 lamb chops, 2 kind of appetizer, which is like what you got like something wrapped in a grapevine or something like that, with something like
Some fries.
eggplant strawberry fries, 2
Two sparkling waters, so no alcohol at all.
and then 2 type of dips, so like a hummus kind of thing, and the yogurt kind of thing. It was.
Officially ripped off on our first meal in Turkey.
But actually, I can tell that it's expensive by the car we park around here, like
That's a good
all
point.
BMW, Mercedes, and stuff like that. So you can tell it's really it's good. It's good.
So, surgery tomorrow, day 1 of 2 days of hair transplant surgery. And I just wanted to briefly talk about why I decided to get a hair transplant in the first place. So yeah, I started losing my hair, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And I just kind of thought eventually I'd just shave it off, right? Thought, you know, when it gets to that point, I'll shave it off. But then a video popped up on my YouTube feed one day saying, you know, do you know that you can fix your hair permanently? And I thought, can you really? So I did a lot of research, did a lot of Googling, a lot of chat GPT actually now, and discovered that, yeah, you can fix it permanently. So I'll show you what we've got to work with for tomorrow, right? So here we go. You can see why I need a hair transplant. it's pretty gone, right through the middle. It's receding here, here, and here. So yeah, that's why I decided, if you can fix it, why not fix it? So that's what I'm doing tomorrow and the next day. I'm pretty scared shitless, to be honest. I've watched so many videos of how the hair transplants are done. Plants, sound like an American there. And yeah, it's the start of it's pretty grim. It's lots of needles into the head to numb the head, but that takes about 20 needles before it starts numbing up. So yeah, not looking forward to that. When I did my research, just so you know, I literally watched 50, 60 different videos trying to find out what the best clinics were in the world, and concluded that Turkey was the place to come, and also that Blue Magic group was one of the top clinics here in Turkey, so they're who I've booked with. So far so good airport pickup, and really nice hotel that's part of the package. And so yeah, I'll check in again tomorrow, probably afternoon, late evening, after day one of surgery, and show you what's gone on from this to whatever's going to happen next. All right, speak to you tomorrow. Cheers. When you arrive at the clinic, the first step is a consultation with a doctor where they ask you a number of questions. They use a staff member to translate for this. The questions they ask you are things like, do you smoke, drink alcohol, have you had any past surgeries? A couple of years ago I ruptured my bicep tendon, so I had the operation. The next step was an inspection of my scalp to check the current condition of my hair. After that, the doctor drew onto my head where the donor area was going to be, and also where the recipient area for the hair taken from the donor area would be placed.
Hayatta en sevdiği tıp hangisi? Biliyor musun? Aynen, kendisi tutsun böyle. Son bir dokunuşları yapacağım. Sonra anlatacağım olayı.
The final step was I had to sign a consent form for the operation. Next, we went to the room where the operation would actually take place, and they took some blood to test that I was healthy and didn't have any weird diseases. After that, they took some before pictures so we can compare later to the results. Now for the part I've been dreading, the head shave.
I think you look fine.
Zaten Volkan girer. Fırçayla olacak.
Let's go.
Başlıyorum. She's starting.
To be honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought, and my wife said that I looked like Jason Statham if she was looking at me through a straw from the top of Sky Tower and I was standing on Devonport Wharf.
Say bye-bye here. See you in 3 months.
Öğleden sonra bakarmış. Evet. 4 tane var. Aa, 5 taneydi. Bilmiyordum onu.
Sorry.
Coming out of prison?
Yeah.
It's really white, isn't it?
Doesn't look that bad. No, I'm being honest.
Odaya geçmedim. Okay, we can go.
You look like Jason Statham?
Yeah. You do. Is there a mirror? Do you want to see yourself in the mirror?
Well, not really.
You sure? Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Are you sure?
Yes.
Hang on. Can I take it? I'll take a picture. Sorry.
No, it's not problem.
In this step, the technician is marking out the donor area where the hairs will be extracted from and then placed into the recipient area, and also where they'll be injecting the local anaesthesia. So I wasn't actually allowed to film the surgery for obvious reasons. There's a lot of blood and stuff, so instead I've just got a clip from the internet, and I'm going to talk you through how an FUE DHI hair transplant actually works. So the first step is, after you've been numbed up with all those needles, is they use a tool which extracts the hair from the donor area, they call it. So this is from the back of the head and the side of the head, and this tool, it sort of removes the hair half out, and then they use tweezers to pluck the rest of it out. So this actually pulls it out from the root. So you've got grafts, which are either 1, 2, 3, 4, or sometimes 5 hairs in one graft, and then they put them to one side, and they have to keep it fresh, so they put it in some kind of solution like this, which and then they separate all the different hairs into the sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 follicles. Then they use a tool called a Choi pen, and what this pen does is it actually embeds the new hair into the scalp. So they raise the skin up off the scalp using saline, a saline solution. They inject it under the skin so it raises up off the actual skull, otherwise they'd be going straight into your skull. And then they feed each hair follicle into this tool one by one, and then implant them into the top of the head, which is just absolutely insane. And that's why it takes 8 hours a day to extract all the hairs and then individually plant them into your scalp. I've got so much respect for the team that do this day in, day out. This is me back at the hotel after day 1 of surgery, where they did the crown, and that was 3,500 grafts. This is me all done after day 2 of surgery, where they did the front part, which again was another 3,500 grafts. Here's a couple of photos of the donor area after they've taken the hairs out. As you can see, it looks pretty raw. Okay, here we are, day 3. This is where we're going to the clinic for the final time to get the bandage off, which is covering up the donor area, and then that remains off. As you can see, it's looking pretty swollen at the front, and it's this colour because of the antiseptic. They haven't turned me into a redhead. And today they're also going to take me through this pack of all the different things that I need to do in the next sort of month to make sure that the implants stay in place. So yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So for the medication, it's
Okay.
for whole week.
Whole week.
Like these are antibiotics, same.
Okay.
For 1 week, 1 after breakfast, 1 after dinner. And this is the Prednol anti-swelling.
Anti-swelling.
For once a day.
Is that an antibiotic, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
the
yep.
big one, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It's going to finish in 1 week.
1 week. Okay.
After you're done with that, you start with this vitamin pills
Okay.
twice a day for a whole month.
Right. Okay. Twice a day. Okay.
Just for only transplanted area, okay?
For what, sorry?
So the solution for only
Oh, transplant there. Okay.
spray and tap it. You're going to start your washing routine tomorrow.
Okay.
10 days straight, every day.
10 days. And this is just the first step.
Yeah, this is the
Yep.
first stage.
Okay.
And then this spray, when you start just taking after you see the scabbing point, okay?
Right.
Just approximately 10 to 12 days, okay?
Start using that.
Yeah.
Okay.
After you rinse the shampoo, just last step, spray and leave it,
Leave
okay?
it,
Do
okay.
not rinse.
Does that loosen up the scabs, does it?
Yeah,
Right.
just
Okay.
fresh and like moisturize.
Okay.
When because the first one. Okay. Is that all?
No.
Why are you sad?
No, it looks painful.
No. No pain, no gain, right? Because also, it's not that serious one, you know? Aesthetic one.
Yeah.
So in few hours, you will not feel any pain.
Really?
Or
I hope not.
it's almost not feeling pressure, right?
Oh yeah. It's not nice having a nappy on the back of the neck.
When can I remove that?
Tomorrow, but you have to be extra careful. You can cut with scissors. Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah. One easy. Çok beş falan.
My name is Steve Woods. I'm from Auckland, New Zealand. I run a golf channel called Mad About Golf, and as part of that channel I decided to do some research about whether golf hats actually affect your hair and hair loss, and decided to get a hair transplant here in Turkey.
How did you trust our clinic?
So, being a YouTuber, I watched lots and lots of videos, probably 100 videos, and I noticed that Blue Magic kept on coming up again and again. They're always positive reviews. I've really couldn't find any negative reviews.
So how has the experience with the Blue Magic 15 been so far?
It's been awesome. From the very start, Blurtha, just the initial consultation about how it works, how much it costs, what's the process, that was awesome. And then the communication is what I've really liked. From day one, it's always been regular communication, because I probably booked it about 6 months ago, I think. But right up until that time, there was clear communication. Once I got here, really, really well looked after, great team. Fully respect how they do this day in, day out, because it's 2 days for me of 7 hours of surgery. It's incredible how they do it. Yeah, much respect. So,
what advice would you give to someone who's unsure about getting a hair transplant?
My advice would be, if the apprehension is about the procedure and the process, it's not as bad as you think. I think we have a tendency to over-dramatize in our brains what it's going to be like, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everyone talks about the needles and numbing the head and stuff like that. So yeah, it's uncomfortable, but you can get through it. So my advice is just be brave, go ahead, do it, and you won't regret it.
Would you recommend Blue Magic to others considering the hair transplant?
100% recommend Blue Magic. Yeah, I think the whole team here are really professional, make you feel welcome, and already I can see the results. They're going to look great. So yeah, definitely recommend Blue Magic.
So, is there anything you'd like to say to the team at the Blue Magic Group for you?
Yeah, thank you very much. And I've got you guys a small gift, just some Turkish delights and stuff. So
Thank you so much.
yeah. Just a big thank you. It was awesome. Yeah.
And I would like to give you your certificate.
Oh, okay.
You are graduated.
Oh, cool.
With 7,000 grafts.
7,000. Oh, yeah.
So we'll take a picture about, right?
A second, please. Yeah.
So here we are, we're at Istanbul airport waiting to fly back to Dubai, then Dubai to Auckland. It's 2 days after the second operation. So I had first one on a Monday, second one on a Tuesday, third day was a hair wash sort of day, and learn about all the products that you use. And then Thursday did bugger all, and then Friday bugger all until this evening when we're flying out. So yeah, this is what it's looking like at the moment. Not too sore. The numbness is pretty much gone away. No headaches. What else can I say? Yeah, it looks like we've been run over by a lawnmower. But yeah, other than that, not too bad. Looking forward to sort of getting rid of the orangey colour from the anaesthetic. Right, hi guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update. This is week 3 after the surgery, so things are going well. It's healing very, very well, as you can see. Just do a bit of a spin around the donor area, coming in slowly, But yeah, so this is, like I said, week 3, which means that week 4, I think, is when the shedding phase starts, where all of this hair that's here currently will fall out and I'll go baldy again for a bit. And I think month 2 and 3 is when new hair starts sprouting and it starts coming in, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, it's cool. Most people just think I've had a buzz cut. They don't sort of notice that anything really weird's happened, like a hair transplant. So yeah, I'm happy. It's not sore. It's still can't shower. At the moment, you still have to do that sort of pouring the water over with a jug, which sucks, but only another couple of weeks of doing that and then back to everything's normal, just washing your hair as normal. So yeah, it's going well. So I'll check in again pretty soon, but just wanted to give you a quick update of where we're at. Cheers, guys.